Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another World Cup Watchalong. Just from a drink there. And we are live just before kick. The national anthems have just finished, my end, for Brazil versus Norway. Erling Haaland versus Gabriel Magalhaes. Premier League fans have seen this rivalry play out. Now we're going to see it play out on the big stage. Plus, you've got Odegaard in the game from both sides there. And a little player called Vinicius Junior. But not really here from with Gabriel Haaland, surely, guys. But we are here, we are live, and yeah. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Gavin in the chat already. Yeah, no, it probably will be still going, and they've probably got the England game anyway. Whenever that's going to kick off, 6 o'clock in the morning, because guarantee you won't be given one on its plan to. Oh dear. But yeah. Sorry, what's doing that? But yeah, we are, as I say, Brazil, the heavy favourites for this game against a team in Norway that hasn't been at a World Cup for God knows how long. And Haaland's video actually, it's been sort of a shootout between obviously Haaland, Haaland, Mbappe, Messi for the Golden Boot. As it stands, it's pretty much like there's two goal swing between them at the moment. It is absolutely insane. So he's making that interesting as well. Oh, talking of referees from the US, referee and these football officials from the USA and Honduras. Talking of the USA, Flo Balogun has had his red card rescinded and suspended for a year. Amazing that's never been given to anyone before. But Tango Man makes a phone call to the board forward. And suddenly, on the eve of the game, the rules are changed for that incident in particular. And it's all got out, and now they're shitting themselves, thinking, no. We were always going to change our minds, guys. We just waited to the last second to announce it. Nothing to do with the Tango Man calling us. Catherine going for a score prediction wise of 2-2 after 90 minutes with Haaland with 2 goal involvements, 3-2 after 120 to Brazil. I want pain. I want chaos. I want Brazil to go out. But I doubt it's going to happen. But, strange things have happened, I suppose. It is a predominant Brazilian turnout in the stadium in New Jersey as well. Oh, dear. Just bear with me a brief second to sort everything out, the last few bits out. And yeah, and as you can tell, it's really, really hot because I'm wearing a vest today. Sleeveless top. It's loose, it's white, it's not contracting the heat, so I'm wearing it. I did have ice in this prior to keep going live. It's now melted and gone into the drink itself, so yeah. And I've got my aircon on as well. Oh dear. Last team huddles from both teams just before kick off. Bit of a team. I assume it'll be harder, not Odegaard giving the team talk as well. No, actually no. He's keeping his mouth shut, so I see Odegaard. And there's Don Carlo Ancelotti for Brazil. Mr. Tom 7-7. Oh, it'd be one of the great scams of all time in general. Bloody, what's going on? Beeping the phone. Phone? Computer. I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, that's proper chaos. That is 7-7. Blimey. Oh dear. 3, 2, 1. And we're off. I'm going to go. I think I'll say all the way to Pens, Norway. Just for the chaos and, again, kills a lot of time before our game. But even then, they're probably going by the weather forecast. We could be looking at 3, 4 in the morning before our game England's game gets underway. Okay, now. One point again, I always say this when it comes to when I see the commentators for the particular games. One, because it was back doing watch songs and having the volume off, is I don't have to listen to them at all. And in this instance, it's Sam Matterface and Lee Dixon. And what people are going, well, but Lee Dixon's an Arsenal fan. Surely you'd have to listen to his insight as a co-commentator slash pundit. As he started out in his career, yeah, about 15 years ago, yeah. Now, no. Sam Matterface is, I'm sorry, just how he is the main commentator for ITV is beyond me. And how he replaced Kai Tilsley is beyond me. And how Sky never picked him up is beyond me in terms of Kai Tilsley. But anyway, once ITV did what they did in the pandemic, but Lee Dixon's he's just become very dull. If I'm being honest, very dull in how he co-commentates. And when it comes to Premier League, he very clearly makes out where his allegiance lies. That's in terms of, I'm an Arsenal legend and all that, but I'm going to hate them no matter what. Shock when it comes to media. When it comes to his commentary side of things, but when he's Man City, even when they're at their worst, I'll praise them up and sing their praises because I'm a Man City fan. So I was caught between two. Lee, I love you. Like Lee Dixon, I love you, but you're a bit of a pain in the ass, and I don't like it. Oh no! Oh, we're going to attack it. Are we going to get something from this? Oh, cut back. No. Are we going to get 1-0? It is. It's 1-0 Norway. 3 minutes in, Norway won, Brazil nil, and it's an offside fucking flag. Of course, there fucking is an offside fucking flag. And I get fucking excited, you bastards. Where's the offside? Still waiting for that image from last night's game, by the way. You bastard! You bastard! You were actually offside, you bastard! Ah. Whoever that was, how can you not see you're offside? Why was you asking for the fucking ball, you mongrel? Ah. Still 0-0. After all that. Oh, you bastard. Anyway, moving on. Wrinkle toes. Door's shut, you ain't going anywhere. In fact, you're right next to the fan as well, so it might actually be while you're there, but still. Yeah, come on, Norway. Come on, don't let that discourage you, but next time, fucking stay on side. You're clearly fucking off. Don't demand the ball. Oh, my God. Also, again, it has been mentioned by the broadcasters over the years, and even in this year's coverage of the World Cup. When it comes to Brazil, since they last won the World Cup in 2002, against, and it was in the final against Germany. Ever since then, they've underperformed in the World Cup in general. Even though they got to the semi-finals when they hosted it, they got fucking battered. But as a whole, they've been underperforming at the World Cups, and they've had all these talented squads, so to speak, massively underperformed for whatever reason, this, that, and the other. And I think every time they've been knocked out of the World Cup from 2006 onwards, they've been knocked out by a European side. And it's always either the first knockout. It used to when I say the first knockout, and the last 16, last 16 or the quarterfinals. In either of them two games, they've come up against a team in Europe and they get knocked out for some bizarre reason. But don't know what it is. Why it has to be them. A team from Europe. Sorry, Japan could have ended that sort of hijinks, but no, they decided to lose instead in the last round. I'll go wait to call to be taken. Well, I think it was obviously mainly that, obviously, the actual how they implemented their style, but the flair and the players they had just you feared them. You saw the team sheet, you saw the names, you're like, oh, fudge. But it's not like that fear factor's not there anymore. Since that generation was of players have retired and moved on, what's come through afterwards, as talented as they are, the fear factor's not there. The fact that I keep going back to it, but the fact that Germany on Brazil's turf did to Brazil what they did in that semi-final speaks volumes. You literally produced a country to tears. Like Germany actually produced a country to tears on in a footballing sense. By the way, before anyone goes and there's any other comments, so. But I gave, by the way, Bonjour. Defence played last night, but yeah, Bonjour. By the way, apologies not doing the fast game last night. Obviously, is I was absolutely shattered, and I knew today's going to be a long day with more so potentially with the old England Mexico game, either kicking off on time, or going to kick off late, and this, that, and the other because of the weather over there. So I was like, oh, save me energy, rest up. By the sounds of it, I didn't miss much by the sounds of it. Just the odd arse whooping, the physical arse whooping that defence players got given to them for 90 minutes plus 10 minutes, so over 100 minutes of football over the course of two halves. So they got a weird ass whooping, and the referee got out of it. Actually, the referee was like, "Yeah, and what? Go away." Pardon me. It was almost as if the referee didn't want the fence to go through. Can't blame him, to be fair. But yeah, Chris, obviously you're hopefully in the chat still. What's your score prediction for A for this game? And what time do you think this England game will get underway? Because I know for a fact I'm going to go. I'm all set up to go like 15 minutes before kickoff at quarter to one in the morning. Sorry, I can guarantee you before I go live, he's going to be no. We're going live. We're kicking off at this. We might be kicking off here. We have to wait. It's a delay. Thunder, and I'm going to actually cry. I'm going to have to go live in a field of void basically. Oh, then my 1 hour nap turned into 5 hours. At least I got, yeah, 5 hours is more than that. That's even better. No excuses not to pull through if needed. All these pubs are going to be open till 5 a.m. I've been given a license to open until 5 a.m. Um, it's a high chance your license may be a bit. You might have to kick your punters out before the game's over, potentially, if it goes all the way. If it even gets underway by that point. That would be mental after all that high arc. Oh, refs, fuck off, Cunha. Cunha's claiming he's been fouled. Refs say no, he got the ball. So unless VAR say no, you got it wrong, have a look here. It's going to be a goal kick, I think. One sec. Did he get the ball? Did he? He did. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what did he done? Oh no! Okay, That angle makes it look like he did. One angle doesn't look like it. That angle again. We've got the studs. He needs to have an angle because different angles are showing different. Makes it look different to the other. The VAR check. Ancelotti being Ancelotti, Rafinha being Rafinha, having a go at the fourth officials, or your fault, basically. One nil Norway into. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Go, you know. Oh no, they're going to send him over. Oh no. Because one angle, the first angle looks like he didn't get it. The other angle looks like he did get it. Another angle said no. And another angle says yeah. So what is it? It's not clear and obvious. So they can't conclusively say clear and obvious. No, you've made a mistake here. The ball has definitely not been touched by the defender, or is it because it's Brazil tax? So you've got to give because the aftermath makes it look worse. That angle looks like he doesn't get the ball. You've shown him one angle. You've shown one angle. You bastards. You cheating bastards. Nah, this is a joke. You showed one angle. You didn't show the multiple angles you showed us, and Brazil get a penalty. Shane's cheating bastards. It literally sent him over there to show one fucking angle. Didn't go, no, look, this is the one angle says this, one angle says that. Make it your mind, basically. It was no, this is the angle. Makes it look like he doesn't get it, he just takes him out. Get over there and give that pen. It feels like there's just done that. I can't. He just showed multiple angles. He still said penalty. In fact, fair enough, okay. But to give him one angle and start on the start frame was what it was. Come on. Or Casemiro, is this Casemiro taking it? No. Oh, Bruno G. Bruno G. I thought Vinny would take this. Why is Bruno taking it? Well, unless he's always been a penalty taker, I've not paid attention. Bruno G. I think Bruno G. Bruno G. will score. Keeper will go the wrong way. He'll either smash it down the middle or smash it to the keeper's the opposite side of the keeper goes basically into the top corner. Keeper's going the wrong way. The keeper's going nowhere near this. He saved it. Justice. Fuck it. Go on. Okay. I was wrong. I was proved wrong. The keeper went the right way. It's a crap pen, by the way. He walks up, stutters, stops, does the and it goes one step, bang. Because he's done the one step and had the shot, no power in it. It's a crap penalty. The keeper's guessed the right way and runs it all and saved it. Come on, lad. What sorts of game we've had so far? This is our goal for offside. Penalty drama. What more can we ask for? Come on, lads. Come on, Norway. Oh, dear. Let's go, Norway. Let's go. Bring the ball down. Take the touch. Breathe. Or not. Or not. Do, 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 do. Kept his foot on that. He's uh, standing foot on that penalty line as long as he could. He's a crap pen. What did he? What is it? When Kevin comes on later, we have to discuss this discussion. Why, in Bruno's case, does that sort of stutter up and then stop and go one step and then try to pass it in with next to no power behind or accuracy? It's literally if any keeper any keeper any keeper's going to say any keeper with a salt going the right way is saving that. That was so poor. You know what? Newcastle can keep him. I'm joking. Anyone says I'm only having a laugh, everyone relax. Still not Bruno at Arsenal. Not part of our midfield and all that competition and all that jazz. And Rian and from Bournemouth goes to the glory and smashes it into the Norway fans instead. Everyone's gone quiet in that chat suddenly. There's Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo. Before anyone goes, not Cristiano. No, the Ronaldo, the proper Ronaldo. The Ronaldo that turns up to a World Cup final with literally just the front part of his afro, or afro, whatever, or his hair at the front, literally just that showing, everything else shaved off. The audacity, the confidence to have that haircut and perform in the final. That Ronaldo. Have a look, see if this actually works properly. Is it still that crap? Why is it doing this? I don't like this. What have Restream have done? I don't like it because it doesn't push me out anymore. Like, it used to push me out to the side and make sure, because I was on Portrait, if I was on Portrait, no problem, but I'm now completely covered by. No, I'm not liking this. I'll look at that later, honestly. I'll look into that later at one point. They used to push you to the side and adjust it so that you could still be on the screen. Whatever Restream have done there, that's absolutely crap. One sec, let's have a look. Have a look about this house. And let's go to board for 0% win against the Leeds. See how long that lasts next season when you've got there, Leeds versus City. When do you play City actually? First time you're playing this next season coming. Also, I'm trying to figure out what I've got to do to. Yeah, that's it. It'd be the most stupidest thing in the world that'll make it work. You can tell I'm bored, guys. I'm on my own. I'm just messing about with fucking crap now. Right. What's that? Literally nothing's happening in this game, guys. I'm very quiet after the fucking start with that. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh. Here to join Man City to get a win over. Well, he's not done that yet, so let's not get carried away just yet. He's not got that win over Leeds just yet, Tom. So don't get worried. Don't get given too much credit just yet. Got players that he's got players he's got to replace in terms of already left. Players that want to leave, he's got to deal with, and yeah, replace the magnificent Pep. Oh, my knee. Oh, settings. What's this? Do, 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 do. So good. Maybe that. Maybe that. Excuse me. Do, 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 do. I'm just trying to figure this out, guys. Bear with me a sec. Drinks break is due soon. So we do this at I don't really do this on drinks break and stuff out with all this, but nope. I can move. I can move it about. It's just going to be a pain in the ass basically to fit it in. Ah, so I could technically, I could put you there. So because I'm just trying to sort this out so I can actually. Ah, see what I mean. Oh, okay. So it's all coming from the top. So the top comes. Oh yeah. I'm doing myself. Jesus Christ. Keep going. Piss off. There we go. Just got to figure out where I'm putting it really. Put it there. That'll do. That will do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Ah! Aha! Bob's your uncle. All sorted. Go away. I said off. Right. There. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Fantastic. Sorry about that. So, what's a fucking set? What did it? Because the initial setting did what I've just done there. I didn't have to do it before. It's pressed the fucking stream was showing a stream chat, and it just put it on there. No issues. Like boom, boom. Da, da, da. Now I've got to mess about every stream now to fucking have to chat and have me not or a guest that's faded it. Like, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. It says a lot about this game actually. Have you had the water break yet, by the way? It says a lot. There we go. Sort of which there's hydration break, the ad break. I'm going to say it's a bit late. Says a lot. Whilst I've been messing about with that, literally nothing's happened. The game's got after the initial fireworks are going off in terms of the goal being disallowed, the goal scored and disallowed, the penalty that wasn't given but then given and then missed. But a little woo, and then it's just it's sort of petered out now. Argentina versus Egypt. Come on, Mo Salah. On then down them wings. Right. Something around I can hit this now. Mo Salah, Mo Salah. Running down the wings. Let's have a look at what ones we've got. We've got that one there, the norm. That. Oh, what do you prefer, guys? The blue fortnight or the purple fortnight, for example? I think that looks better, personally. Put on that for now. And then we go through. We've got that one. That's PUBG boxed. That's the compact. Oh, actually, these actually look bad, actually. Quite a few. Some of these actually look decent. I'm not doing that. That can plug off. Or the comic book look. See, I'm not. I'll stick with this for now unless you guys say different, but maybe that. The old Sky Sports little looky feel kind of thing. Or maybe that. There's that as well. At least of that. We'll stick with that for now. There we go, stick with that. There we go. See, I'm still messing about. I'm just that bored. I'm just going, Oh, dear. Genuinely didn't think he'd miss. I thought he's got that penalty. I actually keep going back to it. I've got it on here. You guys can go back and back me up on what I'm saying here, but I said he'd either smash it down the middle or the keeper's going to dive the wrong way anyway, and he's just smash it top bins. He was just too, I don't know, cocky or more casual than anything. But then it got a bit of cockiness in there because of how crap the pen was in terms of it was a massive risk because it was at goalkeeper's height and it wasn't right in the towards the side net. It was pretty central to the keeper. Yeah. Talking of Leeds, Tom, whilst you're in the chat, when are you back at? When's your team back at pre-season? When do you announce your kits as well? I'm not seeing any news about your new kits officially. Oh my god, that was that 1-0 Brazil. Scuff shot from here. I don't know who that was from actually. I don't know the two names here. That's a foul, ref. Is that Martinelli as well? It looks like Martinelli. I can tell. Martinelli with the playback, and the keeper. The keeper gets lucky because he obviously gets his leg in the way, but it bounces off his calf into the ground and starts going towards goal, but doesn't move quick enough towards goal in terms of curve to the ball. So he just bounces out the box and away from the goal in the end. Oh, we're having Gabriel. We actually are having Gabriel versus Haaland here, and Haaland just threw Gabriel to the floor in the competitive sense. So I don't say again. I'm the last one. I'm not sitting there saying foul you bastard. Get what? Oh, why is he at these games? I'm sorry, these people have no interest in us in football, but suddenly because their country's hosting a fucking tournament, oh, we must have a ticket. Do you not know who we are? Yeah, and there's other things that we potentially know about. Yeah, fuck's sake. And God forbid if the stuff we think, if the other stuff that we think we know about it, turns out to be true. God help you, basically. But yeah, we must be. We have no vested interest in this sport, let alone the teams, any of these teams. But we want to go to we want to be there just because. Absolute joke. Well, 20 that fucking ball back. Not that much. Gonna go for a goal kick. Yeah. By the way, I reached out to Sam earlier briefly. I was like, how are you doing and all that, and because again, my fault mainly, but we've not really spoken. We haven't spoken properly in a while. And I was like, reached out to him and said, "Oh, by the way, how you feeling about the Norway game against Brazil and all that?" He's basically said he thinks Brazil will win because he can't. And basically, the reason why he doesn't trust Norway's defence, which I kind of get. But you have you have got Odegaard and you have got a machine in Erling Haaland that, given opportunity, will score. No, that's cool. That's cool. I'm assuming you. I just assumed you might be working. And you might be busy because everyone's getting their last minute bloody bets in before you close up, but also before the England game later on. Gav's gone quiet though since the penalties. Since the penalty though, Gav's gone very quiet. Bruno G passes that to Rihan, to Vinny, and a block. And Vinny gets it back, gets tackled, and he goes push up the pitch for God's sake at this point. Yep. Let Brazil get it back. Casemiro. Up to Rihan again. Back to Rihan. To Bruno G. Blocked. Oh dear. Oh, come on, Norway, come on. Oh, the guard. Someone pass it back to someone. He kept hold of it. He did the smart thing, keeping hold of it, not rushing it. Was a shot in the end because no one's getting open. It goes just wide of the post. I'm not sure. Oh, you haven't eaten yet. I had, what did I have? Peri peri chicken stir fry. Basically it's like peri peri chicken, peppers, onions, and rice, basically. But it was like this colouring and seasoning stuff. Not colouring, but you know what I mean. The seasoning makes the rice go a bit more vibrant. That was what are we on now? Maybe 9:30. That was about 6:30ish. We haven't taken as many bets on in the market as you'd assume. Most folk have on. I thought the younger generation, like from our age and on our age and younger. Yeah, I expect that. I thought maybe the older generation that aren't tech savvy would still come in and do the physical bets in person. Oh, and that's a question. Mackey's or pizza? Depends what pizza you're looking to go for. In terms of pizza takeaway or whatever. Haaland and Ellison saves easily. Oh my days. Yeah, true. Because obviously, especially even the ones who you can obviously physically come in and make the bet. You're obviously, I think last time I went in there, my local one, I got two actually, I got literally two goals, literally one both 5 minutes away, but opposite sides. One, yeah, one that way, one that way, effectively down the road that way. Um, yeah, basically, it's like in terms of doing the bets in shop, they started off for God knows how long. They've been doing that. Obviously, you could have the cash out option, but if you haven't got the app, you could come in the store and all that. And obviously, the game's at 1 a.m. and they want to cash out, they can't cash out because they ain't got the app. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. Mighty Eat Free got two and a. Oh, okay. But again, what's temperature where you are up in Grimsby, Gav? It's currently 24 where we are. It's not getting any cooler at the night. So I'm in literally two minds either to wear something like cotton like this for the England watch along, or actually wear my England shirt and risk and just brave it out and yeah, embrace the drench that's going to happen that way. Pardon me. But yeah, 22. Okay. So because I was going to say, if it's any like, if it's like myself where I am down here, 24, 25s, I was going to say, I was going to basically put it out there. Do you really want to put an oven on and add more heat into a house, basically? But 22 sort of okay-ish, especially if you've got bit more breeze up there as well, supposedly. And then again, got to consider even taking that out of the equation for a second. How long do the oven takes to warm up, and how long does will the pizzas then once they're in the oven take to fully cook? You don't want to go through all that, and then it passes it. Oh, it's been 1-0. What a save from the goalkeeper! Throwing his body on the line there, and putting it out for a corner instead. Was that Odegaard messing about the fucking ball? Yep, it was Odegaard. Odegaard, what you fucking doing? You're the captain. Why are you in your defensive box doing that? He went short of the corner. Try to be a bit cute with it, and it backfired. I think we'll go back to you, go. Either option's good, I say. I was going to say, yeah, in terms of, I was asked you guys about the Paraguay game yesterday, because I honestly had it on in the background, but I nodded off. I nodded off. I don't into the first half till I nodded off. I didn't wait, and I didn't genuinely didn't wait back up until like the 88th, 86th minute, give or take. But from what I saw prior to me nodding off, no, I was in Paraguay or kicking lumps out of France and getting away with it, to the point where the French players are getting rattled, like completely losing their heads early on, and you've got the commentating co-com in the UK going, "This Paraguay want this, Paraguay love this because France is like to lose their heads there. They can work on this, keep losing their heads. One little mistake, da 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 da." That's all Paraguay did, just kick lumps. That's from what I can make out and what I've seen in the highlights. All they did was kick the living crap out of France and didn't create anything of notable substance. Basically, it's just literally we know you're superior to us. So unlike Germany, where we went toe to toe, so to speak, oh, blocked corner, but where we went sort of toe to toe with Germany and gave them a game there. No, 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 we're going to kick the living crap out of you and hope we get away with it. And it did. It's the most again. Some of the officiating in this tournament has been absolutely bizarre. Not Premier League bizarre, but that ran it close actually. Last night's game, from what I can make out, ran it very close. Up in the air, Bolden for Norway. Didn't beat the first fucking man. What's the point of that? Anyway, they also want to get off. They want to actually watch it properly, like from start to finish or whatever. Or did basically just had it on in the background but didn't know but knew what was going on. So I wanted to get your thoughts on it because that was bizarre. That was just completely bizarre. And I'm going through like TikTok and all that before I watched the highlights this morning, and it's like, oh, the ref clearly didn't want to give France the pen that won them the game. Da 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 da. And you got Mark Chapman on BBC going in the aftermath of the game, going, "How on earth have France come out of 3 yellow cards and Paraguay came away with no yellow cards, not even a red?" I didn't know, Rachel. It was that bad, was it? Oh my god! Because again, as I say, I've seen the highlights, but as I say, it's highlights. There's probably more context. We've watched the whole game, obviously, to how bad it was. Let's just get in highlights. You used to get even extended highlights. You get a sample context of the game basically in refereeing performance in this instance. But was it that bad? That literally, you're saying that? Okay, hell. Because what's the game we did yesterday? Canada Morocco. I've still not, because I did say, um, what was it when it was 1-0 or 2-0? When Canada went through, they got fouled. He went, no, 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 it was offside. And they're obviously showing us normal images of when the ball was headed on and all that. And I'm sat and I'm like, no, 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 that look. And obviously we need to see the 3D image and all that. But that looks it might just be on. But obviously if they put out the 3D image, and obviously I'm wrong and da 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 da. I've still not seen the image surface anywhere online for that Canadian so-called offside that would have, if he wasn't offside, would have had a penalty and gotten potentially back into the game if they'd scored it. Here's a question, Tom, and everyone else in the chat: was the referee in his performance as bad as Graham Poll's in 2006 between Australia and Croatia? If you know, you know. Was it as bad as that or worse? That's the seeding we're working with here. Is it Graham Poll level or worse? For the younger generation, I ain't got a clue what I'm on about. Basically, Graham Poll famously was at the time arguably our best referee we had to offer. Went to the World Cup. Went to the World Cup, and because England were England, he was assuming England weren't going to get to the final in 2006. He was amongst the favourites to referee the final, basically. And in the quarterfinals between Croatia and Australia, he infamously gave out a yellow card to the same player 3 times before he sent him off. Oh, no, no, no. I'd argue that Graham Poll was a moron, more than corrupt. Fair enough, that's cool. So it was. It's worse than Graham Poll's moronic, stupid brain fart moment or moments. But the fact of it again, since going back talking about the Graham Poll thing situation, that game, the fact that since then there's been, was it 10 years ago now, BBC Three in the UK did a 50 greatest moments or shocking moments of World Cup in the World Cup or whatever, one of the two, whatever time it was, and that moment came up in the countdown, and they got Graham Poll on to give his side of the things and and how he thought up, and he actually said in the after the game was done and dusted, he realised what happened, and oh no oh go on. Oh, the God, unlucky. It could have gone above. It should have gone over. Should have gone over, Ellison. Unlucky there. Anyway, um, but no, he said literally he knew. Once he got in the final went and he realised the fuck up he made, he sat in his changing room and he realised that was it, his World Cup was over basically. So he got himself all showered up and freshened up and went out on the pitch just to be on that pitch one last time because he knew he won't get selected for another game after that point. George Lehman, Gav says Lehman or George joining for England, or will they be? Well, Liam's on his way back from Silverstone, so it depends how heavy he's gone this weekend. I'll reach out to him though a bit, but I know he's on his way back from Silverstone as we speak. George, he's got school run duties in the morning, so more likely he'll be asleep by then. Depending when the game kicks off, if it kicks off for England, Catherine might be able to join us for a bit, and maybe Gary. I don't know. If me and you have to stay awake, oh dear. I'm the host. It's my channel. I'm the host. I have to stay awake. Unless we get near the kickoff and they say no, we're not doing this. We're going to have to move it to later on tomorrow instead, and make sure it doesn't clash with the games that meant to be going playing tomorrow. Then I have to stay awake. No, why you mentioned so before I forget, and it's what 10 to 10. I'll message him now. One sec. As I say, I know he's literally since Thursday on from a work stew side. It's not a work stew, but it's work that have organised it. He was out. Even obviously other work colleagues were at the Silverstone this weekend from the get go. I'm here now as I'm planning on being asleep at 1 a.m. work tomorrow. Exactly. Cursor in a World Cup on the other side of the world, a different continent with 4 different time zones to work with. Oh, Liam. That's just a type of fucking name. I've got so many fucking contacts in here. Jesus. Oh, is that no? Sorry, because obviously this is what last Tuesday I messaged him about obviously Wednesday's game. Just got the previous game. Oh, half time's whistle's gone. He's at Silverstone from Thursday till Monday, so he's still at Silverstone as we speak. Interesting. If he gets back to me, I'll let you know, and I'll sort of go from there. I want to work where Leon works, 3 trips to Grand Prix weekend, the entire weekend as well, and all the stuff, all the stuff they've organised in between the qualifying and the racing and all that. Apparently, from what I've seen on his X account and all, and the group chat. Oh dear. But yeah, half time, 0-0, nothing. Again, barring the start of the game, barring the literal first 10 minutes of the game where we had the goal from Norway that was in disallowed for offside, and then about 3 or 4 minutes later, Brazil gets the penalty after being not given, but the VAR got involved, gave the penalty, and then Bruno steps up and then does the infamous stop, and one step go, shitty penalty. Since then, the game has actually been dead from both sides. Okay, that's what I wanted. Oh dear. Let's have a look. See if he's active on his X since the outcome was done earlier. Oh, Big Ange has been he's flown to Saudi to meet the team, has he? Okay. I bet Archie are loving that. Signed him up for the contract in terms of for the World Cup coverage and all that, and he's fucked off not even halfway through the tournament at that point to see his players in Saudi basically. Right, oh yeah, 7 minutes ago. Let's have a look. When did he last? Come up to the call, that's 2 hours ago. Yeah. Oh, I'm bloody melting. There we go. Who's F1 team's guests? Who's F1 team's guest was Liam's? Could we walk? Could have started it. I don't know. Genuinely don't know. I haven't got into it. I might have a chat with him later, maybe. If he could hold it well, yeah. I don't. I genuinely don't know. That's something we'd have to. You're in the group. You're in that sort of group chat. Just at him and ask if you want. It seems to be active. He's obviously trying to get his following back up in his new account. Whilst he's still waiting for him to get back to him and his appeal for the other balls that they've made. Oh dear. Absolutely melting. Let's have a look at this. This is how we're doing on this side of things. Is we first that. Not great. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, do hit the like button, and share the content out as well. That'd be massively appreciated. Whilst I wait for the second half to get underway. In the meantime, get monetization sent on for the England game later. Let's do it this way. Oh, switch this way now. Oh, something Mockbell. In the last 40 odd minutes, said Bukayo Saka is expected to start for England against Mexico tonight. Going for it, are we then? Okay. Joao Cons. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Match of the day. Twitter's account. Qantas set the start for England against Mexico. Bukayo Saka and Anthony Gordon are also expected to make a comeback into. Saka. Cool, whatever. Gordon, why he's been forming this World Cup. He's not injured. I wouldn't be starting him in this game. I would have started Rashford personally. Rashford on the left, Saka, obviously, as long as he's fit enough, on the right and Kane down the middle. But hey ho, what do I know? They're playing constantly. He's a centre back. They're playing at the right back, of course. So he basically this is Tuchel's way of saying, even though I brought you the broken jaw and you've got to wear this strap to play to keep it in place, and I could have picked someone else instead of you. I picked you. I realised you're crap, and now I'm going to play centre back in your position instead. What a load of old crap that is. Not that. Who's saying this? Okay, I'll look at that later. Also, Spence out injured, and they said Rice might. No, it looks like it's going to be going by some mock bell and match the BBC side of things. They're saying it's going to be Kwanzaa playing right back. I think the fucking Rice's hamstring could be stupid. It's stupid enough playing him amount of games you're playing him, but when he's the only midfielder of his ilk in the England squad that no one can take his place and give the same level of performance, so to speak, you know you're in trouble. And the fact he's having to put fucking ice packs every time he comes off, he's that shattered. His body is that shattered. He's having to put ice packs on his hand, underneath his hamstring, so they don't fucking tighten up and cause any issues there. When needed, said our captain should have scored. Good game. Oh, you're about Odegaard? Yeah. Again, I did say when it happened. For me, he's gone for the low driven shot. For me, given it, Patterson was already going down before he shot, I would have gone for the dink in Odegaard's position. I would have just gone, okay, you're going down? Boom. Just dinked it over him in. But it is what it is. But you're happy with your goalkeeper, though. saving that pen. As bad as the pen was, and it was a bad pen, he still had to go the right way and save it still. Well, the Belgium coach hasn't took the news well. Fabrizio in the last 8 minutes has posted out. Belgium coach Rudy Garcia, and this is what he said basically in quotes. I didn't know that at the World Cup, as at FIFA, the 5th of July is actually the 1st of April. It's April's Fools in terms of referencing Balogun's year-long suspended red card sentence, basically out of nowhere. We're not defending a national team or federation. We are defending football and integrity. So he's took the news well. An hour ago, obviously just prior to kick-off, quotes started coming out because of the Erling Haaland, Gabriel things I mentioned. Erling Haaland on facing Gabriel today, obviously well prior to kick-off. He's an amazing player. He just won the Premier League, so respect him. But also, it's not. Also, basically, we're saying it's not just me, and it's not just me versus him. Obviously, Brazil versus Norway, and also Brazil do have Marquinhos, who's just won back-to-back Champions League, and Alisson as well, who's won Premier League titles, Champions Leagues, and multiple other cups as well. They've got other world-class players, there's not just Gabriel. It's not just me versus Gabriel. It's Norway versus Brazil. Let's not make it bigger than just a 1v1 thing. They've got one outstanding player, and it's just me. No, it's basically a team thing, basically. But Haaland being humble. That's the first. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Oh, Carlos Queiroz has resigned as the head coach of Ghana. Yeah, he's been in the job 5 minutes. Fucking hell. I mean, I don't get how he tried. I think Carlos Costa. He tried one job at club level after leaving United as number two. Didn't work. Didn't disappear off the face of the earth. And since then, he's been getting these national team jobs and basically being crap. Teams are coming back out. We've got a robot waiting with the match ball to give to the referee there. It does look like Norway are going to give him a sub here as well. What do you make of Balogun? I mean, in the sense of do I regret as an Arsenal fan my club letting him go when we did? No, not really, because I said this the other night. He said that one great season when he was on loan prior to us selling him, and then since then, he's been very non-existent at Monaco to the point where they've had to go and get Mika Bielef, and he's been more on it basically. But and also with Balogun, Oscar Bob's coming. Look, two subs. Oscar Bob and Snyder are coming on. But yeah, and also as I say about Balogun just quickly, he's having injury issues as well since he's left us. So, but in the World Cup sort of things, He has shown, not all the time, but he is a threat, and he can and will score goals nine times out of 10 when he's given good service. And he can, and also he has created something out of nothing a couple of times as well. But so a good player, don't get me wrong, but there's a few injuries there now, and as I say, he's not really relit the European or the football world alight in general from a club point of view since he left us. So I'm trying to figure out who. I don't know how the guy's still on. Who's been hooked off? Oscar Bob's on, and the other guy. Let's get over to this anyway. Get rid of the restart. Suppose a Man City fan has some popular going, see, Oscar Bob, he's another Man City player we brought through. Yeah, and he got again. I did mention. I'll be like, yeah, we did have that conversation, and he was part of my list. I allowed him to be on the list because he did get a fair crack at the whip, but he decided to sell him in January for 40 or 50 mil. Something like that to Fulham, something like that. Oh dear. There's a huge 45 minutes ahead of this game in general. Can Brazil prolong the inevitable and not be knocked out by a European side at a knockout round just yet, or will the curse come in at some point tonight, and obviously another European side that destroys them at the first point of asking in a knockout game? I decided to go with the pizza with some chicken strips and a hot dog and mashed potatoes. Okay, cool, cool. Jimmy wasn't paying attention to. Oh, we go. It's going to cost now. The teams. There we go. Yeah. Oh, Noosa went off, and the two wingers went off basically. Okay, okay. So it's like for two. The left wing and the right winger both went off, and have been replaced. Okay. I think England beat this was well. We both got to get through first. Let's not get carried away just yet. We've got our game later on. We hope we get it later on anyway, at some point. But let's just get through. Let's both see both teams. Let's see if both teams get through first. I'm not counting my chickens just yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, not getting as I say, not getting carried away because yeah, do that and then fucking both get knocked out. And then it's like well, Norway versus Mexico. Yeah, Norway Mexico in the next round instead for a spot at the semi final. That'll be a gut wrenching from an England point of view. Is it- That's the question though. If Norway was to win this game in the capacity, but win this game and go through, what do we think the Brazilian FA do with Carlo Ancelotti? Do we think they'll stick by him and his contract, or do we think they're going to they'll just bin him off? Go on, pass it back. Pass it. No, no, what's he shooting? Why is Burge number six Burge shooting like that? Yeah, he had a bit of space not to have the opportunity, but You're not known for doing that, so why are you doing it? When you had options of either Haaland or back to Odegaard, or you could have either gone in and to the little special he had to maybe tee off Haaland for a goal. You went for that. That's a stupid. But yeah, could Brazil has a certainty to end playing each other? But they're both in the, I believe they're both on the same side of the draw, so they could meet in the semi-finals. They could. Don't hold me to that. I need to double check between now and obviously with England. I'll go live for the England games. So remind me later. I'll say it again later, and I'll check beforehand, and I'll let you know. Just but remind me. Just so it's like, oh, yeah, boom. By the way, yeah, I think. Don't hold me to it though. I believe. We believe. I think they can win in the semis, but that means we lose to Brazil if we get past the Mexicans. Be honest, guys. That talk about Mexico and all that later on. How many since we got through? How many people were in here, either watching it live or watching it back now? How many of you have been watching? Have watched at least once Mike Bassett, England manager? If you know, you know. If you're a proper film lover and all that, you know. If so, are you having fearful flashbacks? We're, we're better than the Mexicans. We're better than the Mexicans. And there's a half time England were losing 2-0 to Mexico. What the beep beep and yeah, and all that fucking. You don't want to play for England? With your fucking shirt. There's thousands of kids out there. Don't. England lose 4-0. Oh dear. What are you on about? Me what, Gav? What? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Oh, the God, go on. Well done. Played it smart. Well done. That's all you got to do now is just play it smart. Get the ball, play it smart. Don't force anything that doesn't need to be forced. Yeah, Santiago. First two films, like, in terms of that, what was going to be a franchise, like trilogy. 'Cause it was always meant to be a trilogy, but for whatever reason, they couldn't get all the actors back, barring Santiago, for the third film. So they completely tore up the basically went, we've got this stuff, we could recast, but at this point, there's no point because there's no for the one film. Let's just throw the actual material we're working with out the window and make our own story up that has and we're going to use Santiago, the character and the actor, he's going to be on the front cover, all the posters, da 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 da. And in 5 minutes, he'd be out the film within 5 minutes. And we're going to focus on these two random characters no one's ever heard of, and focus on them from an England point of view, and completely throw out the whole ethos of the first two films, basically, about Santiago coming from where he's come from, getting the opportunity, going in the second film to his dream club of Real Madrid, achieving, and then obviously going through the trials and tribulations of playing at a club of that stature, long distance relationship, etc., etc., winning the Champions League in the last with the last minute, the last scene of the game, the film, sorry, and finding out just before he has the audience find out that his partner or his ex-partner, whatever, is pregnant with his child and all that as well. We throw that all out the window. Everyone's forgot about that, and we're just going to the next film, World Cup, where it's meant to be all about him going to the World Cup, representing his country, and obviously completing football basically. Was it Brazil on the attack? Good block. Vinny Junior's asking for Vinny Junior's like corner, corner, corner. Defender's like no. Let's have a look. That's a close one. So yeah, throw all that Mitchell out the window that we had, and we're going to have Santiago because he's only one that's sort of free. So we're going to bring him back, film about 5 minutes worth of the first 5 minutes of the film. His character's going to be written out pretty much for the rest of the film. He'll pop up every now and then here and there, but basically after 5 minutes, he's out of sight, out of mind, and we're going to focus on these two characters no one's fucking heard of, no one's got an emotional attached to, and just wing it basically. See what you did, Gav? You set me off. That's one thing I hate about fucking, and especially when the materials there, when the films were based off a novel or book or whatever, yeah, novel or whatever, and the materials there, and just because you can't get basically everyone in all the cast back effectively by one person in terms of time you want to film it, instead of working with everyone's schedule and getting them back that way, no, we're just go fuck off and completely ruin the franchise and have no focus on the main character you've built up for the first two films. There's nobody better than Tonka, says Colonel. Okay, let's see. Anyway, moving on. Hi, Con, how you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. And keep yourself hydrated. The main thing, keeping yourself hydrated in this very extreme hot weather again. And continue to keep yourself hydrated until we're out of this heat wave, this third heat wave we've had. Usually in England we get two heat. Who the hell is that? Is that Chris? Is why again? Chris Rock, you're American. You clearly have no interest in fucking football because you're wearing a Brazil shirt. Are we taking the fucking piss? Did you ever watch Football Factory? Yeah, Football Factory, and I watched the the British version of Mean Machine, Vinnie Jones and Jason Statham, and a few others that were in there as well. That version of Mean Machine. I've also watched the Americans version of Mean Machine as well. Got Adam Sandler, the Chris Rock, etc. You see, no, I don't. Doesn't ring a bell, so probably not. No. But yeah, Football Factory. I've got either Blu-ray or DVD. I've got that on. Football Factory, one of the two. Might be Blu-ray. I don't know. Look. Green Street, first one. Still got it on DVD somewhere, either up here or downstairs. I do have Is it Green Street 2? We did a third one, didn't they? Green Street 2 on DVD. I've got Mateus Junior's going off. So I thought Green Street 2, obviously they got one of the characters back from the first film. There's all based on. I was like, oh, okay, give it a try. It's like, why did I bother? Like, straight to DVD. What was I thinking? There's a reason why it's straight to DVD, but yeah, they hoped having one of the main characters, one of the main actors, come back for the second one, but as all about him would keep people with interest. But the fact it was straight to DVD, the signs were there, and I sort of fell for that trap. And basically, the company, the company that made Green Street, that wanted to make Green Street 2 and 3, but instead Green Street 2, really Americanized it basically. Oh, there's going to be 1-0 to Brazil. Yes. No, it isn't. How did he fuck that one up? From where he was, how on earth did he fuck that up? Norway need to switch on here. There's like a slack in their awareness defensively. Yeah, it's more for comedy and more. It's Adam Sandler, obviously, and obviously the company that does all these sort of film, he works with all these films like fucking hell, yeah, Billy Gilmore, yeah, Billy Gilmore, Waterboy, and all that. They did their own version of, but yeah, so I think obviously it's a really good film. Obviously, I like it. You've got Terry Crews in there as well. It's a nice film, right? I do. Oh yeah, probably not. Then doesn't. As I say, didn't ring a bell. It was poor by Brazil, very poor. That's what I'm sitting there thinking. Oh, when he's through and gone, he's got to keep. He's done. He's obviously got a shot past the goalkeeper. I think, okay, he's got to roll in his 1-0. Okay, this is going to be a landslide then. But no, fucking Odegaard. How far deep has Odegaard got to travel back now to sort this team out? But yeah, yeah, Green Street 2. No, they they couldn't get the studios clearly wanting to make a sequel with the rest of the cast in the aftermath of the first one. Obviously, couldn't bring the main guy back because he's in Guildhall. Elijah Wood had no interest in coming back. None of the others did either, original actors, barring one. Obviously, he took the payday. Don't blame him for taking the payday, but he took the payday. And yeah, as I say, considering the first film and how that was filmed and how it was basically uh, filmed in London, all based in London, filmed in London, West Ham fans, all that crap. You know straight from the off, every scene that's filmed, yes, every scene in Green Street 2 is filmed in America. Even the jail in America, it wasn't like a proper British English jail. That makes sense. You knew, you just knew. The fact they had him in all his jumpsuits for fuck's sake, like yeah. But the fact they couldn't get, they're so desperate, even though they couldn't get most of the cast back or the original actors back to, oh, good save there, just about. Yeah, sort of, the warning signs were there basically. And then they tried to redeem themselves with doing a third one and making it underground. Football hooliganism has gone underground. And they're going, and going for a completely different person to play a completely new character you've not had an attachment to either the first three films anyway. And again, it's just like we're going to try and make sure he's not look like it's made in America. We'll go back to the roots, sort of, but it's underground. And it's just like no, it was just like, are you taking the piss? The longest yard. So we're going to what we are. Yeah, but it's okay. In terms of the American, yeah, the American version of Mean Machine was called the Longest Yard, but the team name was the same. So basically, as far as I'm concerned, same ethos, but they just made it American football instead of what we call football, basically. Happy Madison, that's the one. Happy Madison, yeah, that's the one. All scenes come on from Norway. Didn't see you well off though. Sorry. So I'm not paying attention to the game. It's that bad. Borrowing moments. This is like we're talking about fucking films here, fucking football hooligan films as well. Yeah. What's that? What's that? Yeah. So obviously the Vinnie Jones the film Mean Machine 2001 with Vinnie Jones, David Kelly, and Jason Statham in it and all that as well. Who else is in this? I don't know it now. Who had was it Vinnie Jones, David Kelly, David Hemmings, Ralph Brown, Vass Blackwood, Robbie G, Jeff Bill, if you know that. John Forham, Sally Phillips, Danny Dyer. Looking at that fucking throwback. Jason Fleming, Jason Statham, Nicholas Moss, etc., etc. All these UK-based actors and all that crap. Anyway, so that was called Mean Machine, but the American one, the American version, was called The Longest Yard, but the team name was The Mean Machine. So far as I'm concerned, they just tried to rip off. They saw The Mean Machine in 2001 with our version originally, and went, "Oh, that's a good idea." But instead of having the same, unlucky corner. Sorry, it's got to be a corner. Instead of having the same name, like we usually do, lead a pitch. That pissed me off to this day, actually. Instead of calling it the same name, we're going to call it The Longest Yard. But the team name's going to be the same, though. We'll keep the team name in the actual film, different sport, but the title will be different. That's the only thing they changed in terms of the title, was called The Longest Yard. Team name in the film was Mean Machine. I've got something to prove it. And obviously the sport was different. Now, FIFA pitch. Americans stop getting things over. Oh, unlucky. Obviously, FIFA pitch, based on a novel by an Arsenal fan about the 88-89 season from an Arsenal fan's perspective of that. All that. If you know, you know. Watch FIFA pitch or read FIFA pitch, you know. Americans saw that. Colin Firth was the leading role in it all as well. Oh, one sec. Oh, did you not get touched? Haaland. Oh dear. But yeah, Americans saw that and went, "Oh no, we'll do our own version with bloody," and call it again. But the difference is they went, "We're going to call it FIFA pitch as well, but we're going to base it around baseball and have, what was it? What's her name? Oh, fucking, what is her name? Drew Barrymore was the leading lady in the film, but the leading actor, the main actor, was I've got to do my fucking head in now. Oh, Martinelli and right hand has been taken off. Neymar Jr. is on, and Danilo Santos is on. What's the fucking Phyllis Bueller? The guy that plays Phyllis Bueller, basically. He was the leading actor, male in the role as well. But yeah, base it on baseball, for fuck's sake. Like, no. How can you take something that's been written for a specific reason, made a film out of, for Jimmy Fallon, yeah, I don't know, for a specific reason, and then fuck it by Americanising it in every aspect. Drew Barrymore, Jimmy Fallon, it might be Jimmy Fallon. I've seen a fucking, I've never watched the film, but I've seen a bloody poster, and I was like, oh my god. And you read into the Snowfis, or whatever you can call it, Snowfis. And it's just like, oh yeah, the baseball. Oh, for fuck's sake. How could you take something so pure and yeah, you didn't have to. If you want, you didn't have to. Why did you fuck with it? That's one thing you shouldn't have touched. Why was it allowed to be touched? Why was that fucking name allowed to be kept? Like, what the fuck? Pissed me. As I say, that pisses me off to this day. Danny Dyer scores winning goal. I think he does actually. Yeah, because he's like basically it's captured like the butt of the joke the whole film. Gives it like, all the talk, but no end product, so to speak. And then yeah, literally Vinny's character has the chance to have all the glory, and then he goes, actually, no, I'm going to pass it to this guy that's absolutely crap and hope for the best. 2005. It's 2005. It was fucking like, yeah, look. It was, yeah, it's fucking Jimmy Fallon. Even fucking worse. Not even bloody, the guy I thought of initially. It's fucking Jimmy Fallon. Even fucking worse. Drew Barrymore wasn't just a leading lady, by the way. She was one of the producers. What the fuck? So yeah, the overview for the US version of FIFA Pitch, which was released in 2005, an hour and 44 minutes, by the way. This is the American version, as I say. FIFA Pitch. Did it no tweak to the name and everything like that. It's a romantic comedy with a school where a school teacher, again, if you... It says, oh, I'm fucking doing this over the game. The game's that crap, 20 minutes to go. Where a school teacher's devotion to the Boston Red Sox collides with his budding relationship with a driven businesswoman. At least the change had a slight tweak in that sense as well, because obviously in the actual proper book and film, they both have the same profession, for fuck's sake. This is a bit different. There's a slight tweak, that in the sport itself. As the Sox enter a historic season, the couple must navigate clashing priorities, testing whether love can survive in extra innings of life. Ugh. Why? They must have got permission to, obviously, because they've stuck with the name. They didn't change the fucking name. I know they've gone through via a different sport and Americanised it that way. But the fact they've basically kept the name, a little tweak here and there, but it's pretty much the same overall story, basically. They must have got permission from Nick Hornby, to actually go ahead of that. And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? Ruin what I've fucking written, why don't you? I've always felt that FIFA Pitch paints Colin's first character as a domestic abuser. He's got issues, I can say that much. Basically, yeah, fucking daddy issues, you name it, and then just things go wrong with Arsenal. He's like, in terms of verbally wise. So yeah, I get what you're saying there. There are two movies called The Longest Yard. One is the 70s with Burt Reynolds, who then come back for the Adam Sandler one. Plays the main character. Did you ever watch Super Bowl Mario Brothers 90s movie? I think I did, actually. Yeah, I remember. That does ring a bell. Again, that was proper 90s vibes. That was early mid-90s, that was. Oh my god. Not to give you a fucking... When I say 90s, I mean, if you watch it now, the quality you can tell. But anyway, if you're a kid watching that now, nightmares you are having. Oh, no, that's not Super Mario. This is Super Mario. No. This is the original. Get used to it, my friend. This is what the 90s felt was live action. Fuck the CGI as well. Put a live action. Oh, there you got to laugh at 90s films sometimes. Got Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man in the crowd, and behind him, Leonardo DiCaprio. Leo's doing a voice note by the looks of it to someone. Or he's on the phone to someone. Either voice note or on the phone to someone, but at least Tobey Maguire looks more interested in the game itself. So that's what, 4 famous people at the game that have probably no interest in the sport, but just there because we're hosting it, so hi. Did anyone see the remake of Rollerball? I don't think I have. My brother might have done when he was a few years later when he was a bit older. No, no, no. No, he hasn't, no. No, no, no. Actually, no, that, even though I definitely haven't. No, that, yeah. Oh, Brazil in the attack here. Gonna go score it. Nope, blocked. Remember them big green things in red coats? Yep. That's what I'm saying. Give the kids nightmares. The kids of this generation now were to watch that, if their mums, dads, or whatever. No, look at got this. Guess what? Movie night tonight. Super Mario Brothers from when we were kids. This is what we had for Super Mario's brother. Live action. Da 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 da. Go on, Odegaard. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Um, yeah. This is proper live action, kids. You're gonna love this. Put it on the VHS as well, especially if it's like VHS. You've got a VHS, you sort of video of so it all works. Boom. Give the kids fucking. You give the kids a fucking nightmare or two. But yeah, I do get what you're saying in terms of what you said before about Colin Firth's character. Yeah, from a verbal point of view, Whitton thinks mentally as well. Yeah, had clear daddy issues as well because his daddy was a bit of a dick and basically went, "This is how we're going to bond, lad. Got to go to the Arsenal." And the kid got involved because it's him and his dad's thing and his dad's thing basically. And then suddenly, daddy got bored of it, got with someone else, and was like, "I don't want to do that anymore. Actually, I want to. We'll introduce you to my partner and do stuff with her. And That's the three of us." And he was like, the kid was like, "No, our weekend is our thing. Our thing weekend is going to football together, and I want to continue doing it. Why don't you want to do it anymore?" And basically, then right, if you don't want to do that, fuck off, Dad. I'll go myself. And then as we see the back and forth between childhood and adulthood, and yeah, so I do get what you're saying, and yeah, the '93 Mario movie was awful, but I loved. Yes, that's what I'm referring to. Like, give the kids nightmares. Kids now would have nightmares watching that. Is that Super Mario live action? Yes, it is. No, see, this is live action. It ain't no CGI crap. It's literally what you see is what you get. It's '90s vibes, and you're gonna love it. Oh dear. Home Alone, yeah, I love Home Alone. Home Alone 1 and 2 is obviously because of, but yeah, so again, more, I think, especially as I've got older, appreciate them Home Alone and Home Alone 2 appreciate the films more, if it makes sense, especially at Christmas time, just to from a family point of view, like, and being one of the lucky ones that was born and grown up when them films were released respectively. Well, that's again. I know we're in the summer, guys, but here's a question. Oh, there we go. Bruno's been hooked off after missing his pen 10 years ago. But here's a question for you: which one do you prefer, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2? So that'll be interesting. See if anyone's, Edison Silver's on side for Bruno. Another great 380 films was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And Coming to America and Trading Places. Coming to America, that's, yeah. The fact that it was Coming to America, Eddie Murphy, and what? It took him over 20 shot. Oh, it's 1-0. We've got a goal, and it's for Norway, and it's Erling Haaland. Oh, ho, 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 ho. There we go. We're talking about the films and everything. That's it. We haven't really focused, and suddenly out of nowhere, Norway get the lead. Not been the greatest of games, and maybe looks like the European curse is continuing. Home Alone is better than Home Alone 2. Yeah, cool. I agree. At least I'm not alone in that one. But yeah, we've got a goal. And the European curse on Brazil since they last won the World Cup in 2002 looks like it might continue. Very interesting. The last 10 minutes now we've got. Home Alone 2, New York at Christmas made the film better. Yeah, if it'd been New York at any other time of year, it wouldn't have worked. But it was obviously a Christmas film, based at Christmas anyway, and yeah, it may, yeah. Otherwise, it's just a rinse and repeat of the first in that sense, which it is, but different, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can enjoy both, but my preference is the first. Just because, and again, like both films, they go to the extremes. Let's be the unreleased extremes of they survived this. They survived getting bricks, multiple bricks hitting your head, electrocutions, having your head set on fire. That's a no problem there. Just jump in a fucking big heap of fucking snow and you'll be okay. Basically, there's a few skull marks, but from that you'll be fine. Nails in your foot, you wouldn't get any hepatitis or anything like that. No, 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 you'll be cool there. It basically was, as I'm saying, it basically was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. I appreciate both, but my favourite of the two is the first. And yeah, number two was basically Vincent. That's what I'm saying. Vincent repeat, but different, just different location with a few tweaks in terms of the the traps. Basically, that was the word I was looking for. Not many, to be honest. There's not many. But it's a rare. It's basically as you're trying to state. It is a very much rarity that a sequel outdoes the original film. Basically, Gav says, "Oh dear, it was Gabriel's mistake that led to the goal. Norway goal. Haha, typical Arsenal player. Don't be, but he will." Terminator 2 and Aliens. I literally, I didn't see any mistakes. I saw a ball go across be crossed in, and suddenly, buddy, Holland nods it in because nods it past Allison. I didn't need to see a replay then. Just to back up what you said there. And again, if he's made, I'd rather, from an Arsenal again selfish point of view, I'd rather him get the mistakes out of his system now, from in a Brazil shirt at a World Cup per se, than have their mistakes still in him, ready for new season. I'd rather him get out of his system now. Call me selfish, but I don't care. No, I'll go by it. I'm cool. As I say, as it stands, he comes home. And I've got to say that for a bit longer, but it means he comes home now. That little bit more earlier. Goes away for a couple of weeks. What we're in now, start of July. So around near the end of the month, like the third to fourth week of the month, start of the month basically. So either the week commencing the 20th or the 27th, he then comes back to training, and by the Dublin game against Real Betis, he should be around available for selection to get some minutes in his legs. in pre-season. The key thing is they are marketed different to the original movie. Yeah, Gav says, well, this is the question I was going to ask earlier because obviously he'd been given he got given the job. Was it last year? Based on the just initially just for this World Cup, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he got given a contract extension just before the World Cup to take him into the next one, or the Copa America, one of the two. Oh, what a save again! Almost 1-1. Bloody hell! This keeper, he's grafted. He made the graft. Norway's goalie. But yeah, the fact that obviously the main purpose of getting him in was to stop the European hijinks in the knockout rounds. And as it stands, it's gonna. Oh, maybe not. I'm not gonna say anything yet. It looks like that curse in a in a knockouts against European sides is going to continue. But this is what from again. I don't have Laura and James are watching or listening to this back, but this is why when Scotland played Brazil, if they'd done an ounce of what Norway have done tonight, I know they haven't got the same level of a striker or whatever they've got, but most of that Norway side is pretty much the same level. Pretty much, let's say all pretty much the same level of footballers, but they've obviously got a couple. They've got at least 3 or 4 players in their squad that are just a higher level in Norway. But taking that aside, as a team, they've just had a game plan and they've frustrated the life out of Brazil from the get go. And if Scotland had even an ounce of this, they may not have. They may have got out the groups in a positive way. Instead, they just went, "Oh fuck it, it's 2-0. Oh, it's 3-0. Oh well, we're going home. See you in a few days. Okay, we're definitely going home." And by the way, Clark gets sacked, but because of officially they've said he's walked, he resigned, but that's because of what he's done on the Scotland front as a whole since he came into the job. But honestly, I didn't see this result coming. But who was that? Chris. I think Chris actually predicted this, didn't he? He did say he was back in Norway for the win, and he's minutes away from getting the score prediction right. And if he is, where will he end up? Or I don't, oh, that's a good question actually. Don't I don't think he'll retire straight away. He'll either hang about for the Italy job. I don't know if Italy hired a new manager yet. Or was it Mancini? Yes, Mancini. So no, he won't. So from an international point of view, the only other job that makes sense is Italy at this point. Let's be honest, but yeah, that's a waiting game. Club level, I mean, Madrid's got Jose now. Do you think he's done Bayern before? PSG's done. I don't think I was Chelsea a few years ago and Everton a few years back. I think he'll try and stick it out. He'll stick around for a year, see when the offers come in, and go from there. And if nothing comes in the next 6 months, he may then go. You know what? I'm going to call it a day. I don't think he immediately retires if he does lose this job. Get up. Fucking diving prick. That would have been an own goal as well. Bloody hell. Great reaction was the goalkeeper. He keeps showing that save he makes when he actually gets to jog back and throw himself in mid-air to stop the ball going in. Looking at the replay, he didn't realise at first that, it would be an ugly. It's 2! It's game over! It's game over! Norway are going to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Brazil are out. The curse has continued. Other guy's got the assist and Haaland's got the goal. Whoa! Here we go. Things have just got that little bit more interesting in the Golden Boot race as well. I want to message Sam, like... one sec, where is he? Ooh. Go away. No one closes him down. Look how much space he has as well when he gets that ball. He just it wasn't the. He gets the ball, has a look, sees a bit of the opportunity, and no one wants to close him down. So he just has a shot, the most casual shot you're going to see from a striker, by the way, from the edge of the box. And Alisson, he's not expecting that because obviously he's on the other side of the fucking goal for a start. But the European curse has continued. They thought bringing in a European heavyweight that is Don Carlo Ancelotti would end potentially help end the curse. And yet again, since 2002, when Brazil play a European side in the knockout rounds, they get knocked out. They can't get past a European side now. And we're 6 minutes away. There's 7 minutes of injury time now. We're 6 minutes away from them entering their longest ever stint of not winning the World Cup. Previously he's that comfortable now, Haaland. He's took the ponytail out. He's gone full Viking mode. The last time we saw that from an Arsenal point, in general, I think the last time we saw that was against Arsenal when they beat us 4-1 3 or 4 years ago. He went to full, scored a goal, full Viking, and that was it. This is mad. So this is even better for whoever wins against. So basically, we definitely got a humding of a quarterfinal level because Brazil would have been heavy favourites. So it would have gone for no matter who wins that later. Now it's pretty much whoever wins in England's game later. It's going to be an even contest. It's going to be a hard one to call from the bookies' point of view, surely. Yeah, you're not missed much, Catherine. Just 2 Erling Haaland goals in the second half. Barring the goals, Catherine, the game's been pretty poor. The goalkeeper from Norway has been, for me. I mean, Haaland will be given player of the match because he scored the 2 goals at the difference. But for me, I would give the man of the match to the Norway goalkeeper. 100%. Kendall says, I feel sorry for Gabriel. Yeah, in one sense I get what you're saying, but from an Arsenal shellfish point of view, it just means now he comes home now, nice and early. Takes 2.5 weeks off now on holiday. Comes back from the World Cup, takes 2.5 weeks off on holiday with his family, and resets, and comes back up either the 20th or the week 20th or the week commencing the 27th of July, back into training, and be ready for a selection by the time we play Robert Betis in Dublin. No, it's set up. The England game's already set up. And it's set up 15 minutes before kickoff, and I will be live at 1:45 in the morning. I'll go live, even if we get information before I go live that the game's been delayed. I'll still go live at the scheduled time. I'll just ditch it a bit right. I was doing last minute running around with the aircon, making sure it had enough water in it and ice, so it didn't completely melt up here while the sun was still trying to beam in at the time. Night, Tom. Hope you have a good evening, and see you tomorrow. What did I don't know. I genuinely thought that Vinny was going to take it, but hey ho. Oh dear, go on, other God, go on. I'll be joining from England. Going cool. I put the link in the group chat anyway, so I might even do that literally after I ended this stream, so not messing about that later. Go on, get a third just to piss them off. Go on. Oh, lucky. Erling, don't you want your hat trick? Okay, that'll be something. Jesus. Whoa, you bastard! Booking for Brazil, from Neymar of all people, going there. Fuck you. I'm trying to take out fucking other guy's Achilles there, basically. But thankfully, the other guys got back up and gone. Basically celebrated as well, by the way. Like, yes, rattled the cunts. Pardon me, French. But rattled them. We're almost there. Fair enough. Connor lost the plot. They have all. It's not really. Bloody hell. It's level pegging. Talking about the Golden Boot thing. Mbappe, Messi, and Haaland all on 7 goals. Oh, my days. Never, again, in my lifetime, I've never seen a Golden Boot race be this intense in the, obviously in this case, the second knockout round for the going into the quarterfinals. It's mad. Usually, when it comes to World Cups, usually 6 or 7 goals wins you the Golden Boot, and by a country mile. Oh, it's all kicking off now. The Brazilians are proper rattled here. Gabriel's having a bit of a word with Odegaard as well. Respectfully, compared to everyone else, respectfully between them two. It's like, no, come on. But other than that, it's literally, we've got fucking coaches on the pitch, fucking subs, you name it. What did Neymar do this time? The camera's focused on him. The blow the whistle, ref. Put Brazil out of the misery, please. Oh, of course you'd make it an Arsenal Man City thing, though, Fat. Not a Brazil versus a Brazil Norway thing. Oh no. It's an individual versus another individual, and one of the individuals happens to play for my team against your team. Even though our respective clubs aren't playing each other, but because they do, because they're there and they both too, I'm going to make it a Man City Arsenal conversation instead. Oh dear, I'm happy. I mean, in one sense, I'll be honest. I'm happy Brazil getting knocked out. I think they're completely overrated. The Brazil team, in general, have done for years. I don't get why they get the favourite tag every fucking World Cup to this day. And it means Gabriel comes home way earlier than expected. But it means he can go off with his family, have a nice holiday, and some relaxation, and by the end of the month, get his ass back into the Arsenal training and be ready for pre-season by match 2. The ref's saying penalty for an elbow. He's like, no, elbow. Like, they're not showing the replay either. I can't give more. Here we go. Let's have a look. Mate, that's not a pen. Yes, the elbow's made the cut, but he's not deliberately just gone crack. It's gone up like naturally, and they're just coming together. Oh my game day! Oh my days! How VAR not getting? How VAR not jumped in and gone? That's not a pen. It's a genuine 50-50 challenge. It's just a coming together. Nyland versus fucking giving it a name. I'll go back and forth now. Fucking hell. There have been. I mean, literally, we spent most of this watching on talking about movies and other bits and pieces. There's anything that's not involved in this game, pretty much. Up till the first goal, we were just talking about anything and everything, basically, outside of this game. Here goes Neymar, makes the run and has 2-1. Passes it in. Why are you smiling, Neymar? You're about to be knocked out. You're going home. You've done nothing yet again in the World Cup. All the hype around you. You've done nothing. Be humble. You've done fuck all for your country in your entire international career. Be fucking humble. You're literally, it's not you just scored a goal to keep yourselves in it and you're going to extend like, yeah, what you're saying now, you're going home. It's done. Even Niners was like, yeah, have your little moment, piss off. You've fallen off that bad, you're not even a starter for Brazil anymore. You beg to be fucking selected. Oh, please select me. I'm still the poster boy. He's smart because he's bet is over 2.5 goals, yep. And on that note, the ref's gone, fuck, right? Is it? Mate, ref, you've got to get involved at this. You've got to have a bit more stones about these Brazil players. Since they've lost their fucking heads, since they went 2-0 down, you booked Neymar, put them out there, literally, just put them out their fucking misery. If they keep being absolute pricks, book them or send them off. Keeper, well done. That wasn't a pen. I'm sorry, that wasn't a pen. Me and Catherine can have that chat later. She might think different to me, but that's not a pen. Seeing the replay, I think, oh, maybe he really went for it. No, there you go. Done and dusted. Norway go through to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Brazil are out again. European heritage comes racing to the surface yet again. It comes to Brazil. They can't conquer European sides at the World Cup anymore. They can't brush us aside. And yet again, even with a European manager at the helm, they can't do it anymore. They can't rid that curse of the European sides knocking them out in the first knockout rounds that they come up against. The first knockout game they come up against the European side, basically. They can scrape through against the lesser opposition or your non-European sides in the knockout rounds, but when it comes to a knockout round against a European side, they foul every time since 2002. And I'm sorry, that wasn't a pen. It should be 2-0, but it is what it is. Haaland could get all the applauded because he scored the goals, but the goalkeeper for Norway needs to obviously give it. He needs his credit as well. He was fantastic today when he scored upon big saves, and personally, I would give the man of the match to him, but it will be Haaland because he got the 2 goals. And you're seeing a bit of emotion there from Haaland. Obviously, this is a big moment, not just for obviously himself personally, but for Norway. Have waited years and years and years to get back to the World Cup. His first ever World Cup, as for him personally, but for the country. But his first ever one. He scored 7 goals so far. They're in the quarterfinals and they're in the final eight. And now Erling Haaland awaits Mexico or England. Oh fuck! I think I'd rather Brazil. Can we replay the match, please? But that's again, same scoreboard there to that. But yeah, that for me, you know what? As bad as the game was for most of that, it was because as I say, we spent most of the stream talking about anything but the game, but up to the first goal happened. Um, but yeah, the end bit, the last 20 odd minutes, I think we agree all day we enjoyed that. A bit more entertaining, a bit more ooh about it. But yeah, Brazil are out yet again, and Norway progress, as I keep saying, and await the winners of the game later on between England and Mexico. Mexico. Catherine says it wasn't a penalty, but I'll take it since it gave me money for my both teams to score. Of course it did. Of course, why not? Um, but look, it is what it is on that side of things. I'm going to get myself out of this in a second. Give me your thoughts quickly in the game itself. Who would you give the man in the match to? Erling Haaland for scoring the 2 goals, or Norway's goalkeeper, or someone else? Does someone else stand out for you that actually put a stellar performance in as well? Things like Chris said earlier as well, like Brazil were known for the way they play, like, in terms of the not just the players they had, in terms of the talent and the swashbuckling individuals they had, but for the playing style for the pure playing style they were known for and feared for. Everyone's everyone's clued up now and they've stepped up and football's evolved. And they felt and they're failing to evolve. That's clearly it's literally can't be more clear than that. They are literally relying on we'll get back to our Samba football ways one day, and everyone will fear us again. Well, it's not going to be. It's not going to be the case. They have to, the game evolved. Teams caught up, and tactically and in every other aspect have now caught up in a sense where they can actually match Brazil, and they give themselves a fighting chance of beating Brazil on a regular basis now when they come up against each other. But if Brazil want to get back to their fearful, the fear Brazil way, they're going to have to. They have to adapt now and change their philosophy, and also not pick players based on the name. They've got to pick players based on literally whatever playing style the manager, who that may be, wants to play. None of this. Oh, please take this player. It's his last World Cup. He could be give him his moment, please. Because that's another thing that's screwing them basically. Not attacking forward football. No, exactly. They need to move away from that now. If it hasn't been rammed home before, not just before this World Cup, but in the last Qatar, in Russia, in South Africa, in Brazil itself, when they got battered by Germany, sorry, and all the other World Cups since they last won it in 2002. If it hasn't become clear by now, it never will. So they're literally just showing us shots from Oslo in Norway, one of the I think their national stadium, of their reactions for both goals. Like literally, the stands are full, pitch is round, big screen, four screens all the way around showing the goals, and it's scenes. It was absolutely again that's great to see as well from that side of things, from a neutral point of view. But it does mean if it can go through later on, if our game does go ahead and get on time or whatever, Erling Haaland is awaiting. With our defence? Ah. Oh dear. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to get myself out of it and spend the next, what we're 23:10 now, just over an hour and a half, just chill, relax, and all that, and be back for that. Hopefully, I've heard nothing different. Let's have a look. Anything update before we go that I've got to brace myself for in Mexico? Okay, 36 minutes ago, breaking thunderstorm protocol has been activated at the Estadio Azteca due to heavy rain lightning and thunder. The game is expected to be delayed. This is from Stephen R. Power. Who the hell are you? You're a racing and okay, you're an Arsenal fan, but you're best content in horse racing history. No idea who you are, basically. But you're there, and okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Sky Sports News. Yeah, breaking in last hour. Storm protocols are in action at the Azteca Stadium due to lightning ahead. England's game against Mexico. So we may have a delay until we get official confirmation. If we get official confirmation between now and when I'm meant to go live that there's a delay to kick off, I'll delay going live. If we don't, I'll just go live and me and Catherine can just wing it basically until we get more information. It could be a very long night. Oh God! If you don't laugh, you cry. Oh dear. But in the meantime, what's that? What that? But in the okay. But on that note, I'm going to get myself out of here, go and get some deserved rest. So what was just happened in, and yeah, I will see you very very soon with Catherine. Hopefully with me English shirt because it's cooling down a bit. It's got 22 there. It's cooling down a bit. Got my aircon on, so I might actually wear my England shirt for that one. But until then, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. If you want to become a member, press the join button. It'll take you through the options there as well. Share the content around. If you've got any hypes left for this week, if you could use them, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. Other than that, see you soon, and as always,